Good morning, guys. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm continuing with the reading of excerpts of my story. I'm going to continue where I left off. Alan placated to this, keeping his anger at bay, knowing that if he revealed himself, that they would both be killed in an instant, by the simple push of a button. In this world, only those in power could keep secrets. Everyone else, the pawns, they were called, had to play the game. Wesley was elected as governor of Texas not more than a year prior. His platform was nothing more than a series of empty phrases, made as general as possible so as to garner the largest amount of support. Strength through tradition was his slogan, and the Texas electorate ate it up. 1 year prior, if asked what Stage 2 was, or Stage 1, he would have thought it was some type of sports analogy, like college basketball playoff brackets. Now he had a much grimmer understanding of it. In the year he had been governor, he had gained over 100 pounds and developed a pasty appearance from what used to be a broad-shouldered frame. He had to act the part, as if he were going along with this. Alan deeply understood this, and understood everything that Wesley had sacrificed of himself to survive. Had he even survived? Alan asked himself. Had Alan survived? But he didn't have time to think of such things at such a critical juncture. When did they complete Stage 1? Alan asked. I'm not supposed to give any layman the exact details, but it was completed yesterday, so you don't have to worry your little head about it. So they've finished building the bunkers then? Yes. I see. Then we need to start bringing the pain, don't we? We have all the pieces in place to make people think they attacked us. Yes, we do. Now stop wasting time and get over here. Before Alan could say anything else, Wesley had hung up the phone. Alan dropped the phone back on the receiver and collapsed to his knees, pouring in sweat, in nothing but his underwear. He knew that they could see him right now, at this very moment. They didn't have cameras in his home, but other devices that transcended modern science's understanding of what was possible. They could see him no matter where he was or what he was doing. And he knew this. He had been initiated. But he also knew that they would not mind his fear. They relished it, in fact. For through fear, they controlled him, even being in the highest elected position or station possible. Alan Scott was the President of the United States. The average person would never know that this position was the most powerless position of them all. He had no will of his own. He must follow the whims of the American public, which themselves were beholden to interests that they could not see. The manipulation of the public was manipulation of Alan. He fell victim to the same mode of thought when running for the presidency as Wesley had fallen for when running for governor. He made his platitudes as general as possible, and his backbone as malleable as anyone could imagine. Since he had no firmly set principles, he became a blank slate, to be molded by the public. No change would occur while he was the president. It couldn't, because that's not why the public voted him in. And the public did indeed vote him in. Maybe Alan had been blessed in that, despite the electorate's desire to have someone they could relate to being the president. Alan had no immediate family. He wasn't even married, nor had he ever been. There were a few romantic flings he had when he was in his mid-20s, but he was 47 years old now. He felt for certain that he was picked for the job of president because, in his young age, he would be naive and more easily manipulated into believing his controller's philosophies than another person 20 years older that had already intellectually ossified. However, this was not true. He was guided by fear, not by belief. For even if he had no immediate family that could be killed through his noncompliance, he still had nephews and cousins. His mother was still alive as well. Alright, that's it for now. I will continue with the next excerpt tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace.